The scenario we're going to be playing is number 7, called Outflank, from the 2015 package. There is no kill box. You need 5 points to win. You get 1 for controlling, 2 for dominating, and that's it. So here we go with another War Machine Wednesday, and we had another player drop, unfortunately. But hey, that let me play instead, and that means I'm going to try out actually my Gatorman this time. And this is a tier 4 list I've been sitting on for a little while. I've been always trying to get Calaban to work, and so this is a tier 4 for him. I have the Bone Grinders in there and all that fun stuff, but really what I get from this is that not a lot, actually. The Snapjaw and Wrong Eye, they get to advance deploy. Yeah, there's not a lot to actually get from the tier, so hooray. My deployment is also an extra 2 inches, so that's something there. But basically in this one, this is not a matchup I wanted to be in. He's there going to be going with the Witch Coven there on the right with the Kraken, and he's going to be starting with the Witches at the top, he's going to have the Drudges at the bottom, and then he's going to be having his Banes spread across. And really looking at this is like, wow, whatever way those Banes go, I'm going to get slaughtered. So I mean, at the top, he could slaughter all those guys there. At the bottom, he could slaughter them. So I'm just kind of hoping he doesn't dedicate. I'm not going to try and go for whatever scenario I can. So I got first. I won the initiative, wanted to go first. Snapjaw really getting to the middle of the circle to really threaten everything at the top. Otherwise, running there mainly on the bottom, other than getting occultation up onto Calaban. And then I believe he walked up or charged, whatever. I think he just walked. But yeah, just waiting to see what he does. So on his turn, he's going to be putting a spell there in the forest so that he can move into there no problem, as if it's just open terrain. Otherwise, he's going to be putting occultation up onto the Blood Witches at the top. The Blood Witches are going to kind of run up and be around where the forest is there. Otherwise, then he's going to go. He has 2 units of these thralls here that just explode, the scrap thralls. One's going to be at the top, another set's at the bottom. He actually forgot that they actually work as solos. They're kind of all jumbled together right now. Drudges moving up. Then he's going to be mixing or putting occultation onto them instead. So, you know, who needs occultation up there? I didn't have any shooting, brings it down here instead. And then he has the Infernal Machine up on the Kraken, so it's faster and hitting harder and stuff. The Banes don't actually really dedicate either way. They actually still stay pretty spread out. And then he has a Biles go on the top as well. The Biles definitely being an issue and something I need to deal with. And this is just one of these things you're like, wow, I just, what am I going to do here? I got to be very careful because he can very easily come at me with those Banes and destroy whatever he's going after. So at the top, I really want Snapjaw to get in there, but I don't want to lose Wrong Eye either. So Wrong Eye goes up, gets to where I feel safe. Then Snapjaw charges one of the Witches for free, and then hoping to make tail attacks against the Biles, but really didn't get the distance I needed. I needed to be farther up there. I really only ended up killing 2 guys. And then the Gators here go for cold-blooded. They charge in. They kill a few more Witches, so only 3 Witches in the Hag left. Sorry, 2 in the Hag left, so that's something. But yeah, really didn't get done as much as I needed at the top there, and now I really don't feel good about that. Otherwise, I'm going to be going up here with the Turtles. They're going to be shooting into the Kraken, trying to get some damage in there. 2 shots into it, 2, you know, minimal damage, nothing too crazy. Then also after that, the Bone Grinders are actually going to do awesome. They're going to shoot one of these Scrap Thralls. It's going to explode, kill the next one. It's going to explode, kill the next one. And yeah, for 2 points, that was pretty awesome. So really like that Arcane Bolt they get to do. Otherwise, I'm kind of expecting his Kraken to come in. If he does, I'll have to do my best to kill the Kraken. But man, like I say, guys, at the bottom there, if he wants to overwhelm me, he can pretty much do it. So now we're back to Cryx turn 2. And now this is where he could start scoring. He can't really score probably on either zone, though, because I'm pretty spaced out. But he's going to be going first with the Biles at the top. Now, reach is going to be a little bit of a problem there. Before he does that, I think he's actually going to go with his caster first. Trying to get out the spells he wants. He's getting a spell on me. The
Curse of Shadows, so that'll reduce my armor a bit on my posse. As well, I'll do a blast at one of the gators is going to kill it, so that's already one of my posse down. Now he's going to be going with the biles, and they're going to start doing their purges. Two of them were actually engaged, so they couldn't do it. But the other biles get to go, and I mean, man, when I'm not engaged, so I'm armor only 16, and then Curse of Shadows has me down to 14. I mean, one purge isn't going to kill my guys, but 2 purges really starts to get this stuff going, and my posse really start feeling this damage. And I mean, there's also damage going on to Snapjaw as well. And I mean, Snapjaw can be in a pretty good spot. If he survives, now that he kept his caster there, I can really go after him and really find a way to maybe kill a caster or something. So next the witches go. One's going to fail a test on like a charge onto my posse. The other 2 are going to get onto Snapjaw. Again, not doing tons of damage, but doing a little bit in there. And again, I just need him to somehow survive. Next, the Kraken's going to go up. I was happy to see he did not charge. He just walked up and wanted to take another shot. And these shots are going to start doing a lot of damage to my turtle here. The first time he shot at me, he did some damage, and I healed up the best I could. Now he's going to really do some damage to me. I'm like half dead after this shooting, so that really wasn't great. So next he's going to go with his Drudges. The Drudges is going to really just run up. They couldn't quite make it to engage my turtle, so a little bit far back. I should also mention, too, that he's actually popping feet here. The Scrap Thralls at the bottom, they're going to space out. And now this is where the Banes are going to go. So 2 of them are going to get charges onto Snapjaw. Otherwise, they're kind of still just spacing out. I'm really surprised to see what he's doing here, as opposed to just kind of dedicating to one side or the other. So otherwise, he tries to do his spell there with the Scarlock and misses, and then at the top he's going to make his attacks and he's going to kill Snapjaw. So that is a huge loss to me. I mean, I really thought I was going to get beaten up, but I thought I could then kill the witches, heal myself, be okay for a while to kill some models, but now I am really looking weak on the top. And now with the Banes are still pretty spread out, but they're a little bit more up there. So for my turn, I'm going to be looking this to be my feat. Calaban is pretty much out of the feat there, so I'm thinking that I can go down there and do a bunch of Bone Shakers. We're going to be measuring here, but this is a thing where I get to Bone Shaker, kill one, get him to kill another one, and keep on getting these focus or fury back, so I can keep on making this work. So the first one I shoot with my gun, and the cool thing about Calaban's gun is that once you do that, he stays there to the end of the turn, and then he's basically an arc node for me, so that's pretty cool. After that, I start going through with these Bone Shakers. You're going to see them kind of going and killing guys. So really trying to kill off as many of these Drudges as possible. I just can't have these guys here in my way. The plan was also to, whenever I could, get them to go after the Scrap Thralls, but there you go. One turtle, the one that's all damaged, is going to move back and shoot at the Kraken. Then I remember about the whole feet being up, so since it's in the feet, it couldn't actually see the Kraken, so that's kind of a problem. Otherwise, then, I kind of go and I'm able to kill off the other little Drudges are here. Because remember, whenever I kill guys, I get Fury, so I can cast again. Walking up here with this one Rasser, he's going to pick up the knockdown model, because those guys are tough. He's going to throw it at Scrap Thrall and kill it. So, get a little bit of two-handed action there. Getting some more Fury, casting some more spells. So as you can see, the Drudges I just really destroyed. Killed all but one. Next, I'm going to be running up there with the Bone Grinders just to really get in the way of the Kraken, just to be a little bit of a nuisance. Otherwise, up there, I wanted to charge with Wrong Eye, but I just didn't have the range because I can only see 5 inches. So he runs around to the rear instead. Otherwise, I try and kill the Witch at the bottom and really just playing defensive at the top. Like I said, things are not going well, so I just need to delay it as long as possible. And in fact, talking about delaying, looking at the death clock, you can't really see it here, but I'm thinking death clock might be the only way I have a chance here, because I'm really expecting him to start overrunning me and getting some trouble. So he puts Curse of Shadows up onto the Bone Grinders, which will let him just charge through it. Otherwise, he had a Scrap Thrall miss my Wrestler, and so it kind of just explodes and kills itself. Drudge attack did nothing. But here goes a Kraken. He's going to come down and charge my one turtle. This is the one that was at full health. He was wondering about attacking Calaban, but I have reasonable defense behind the wall. So he decides just to kind of kill the little turtle there instead. So one turtle down. Maybe he should have actually gone for Calaban. I mean, I only had one transfer at the time, so, you know, if he would have got okay dice, could have happened, but he goes for the turtle instead. Otherwise, he is going to be going at the top. He's going to be taking a free strike onto his little bone chicken, but I'm going to miss. Then he's going to charge me with the witches, and they are going to fail to kill me, so that's nice. Otherwise, the biles are going to come up here, do some sprays, kill another posse member. So I'm going to be down to just one posse. So really up there, all I have is one gator, one witch doctor, and then also the wrong eye who's kind of trapped out of the zone. So really not looking good there at all. Otherwise, now the Banes are going to go. They had the spell put on them so they can just basically walk through terrain like it's nothing. And yeah, look at them just kind of like swarming at the top there, really causing problems. Yeah, they're going to kill off a couple of my bone grinders. It's really bad news. So on my turn, I really need to kill this Kraken. So I get started off here with Calaban. He's going to put Parasite onto it, and that's really going to help. I'm going to start attacking it with Calaban, and he has Life Trader, so I can really do some good damage. Didn't roll very well, though, so he didn't really do too much. Next, I'm going to go with the Wrestler. He's going to start attacking it. And I mean, with that Parasite being up, it's not going to be too hard for him to destroy that Kraken and then also destroy the last Drudge as well. So really, that's not too bad. And now what I need to do is really kill a lot of these Banes. Luckily, there's a lot of them grouped together. So I go up there with the last Bull Snapper, shoot it, kill 2 of them, and put the other 2 on Corrosion. So that's pretty nice. Otherwise, I come over with the Bone Grinders. Right? They try and shoot down a Bile, but they miss. So that sucks. Otherwise, I really need to kill off these other guys, especially the command. So I come in here, and I decide to advance, not charge, because I figure I'll have reach, and I'm wrong. So I'm not able to kill the commander guy there, the unit commander from the UA, so that kind of sucks. But I do kill off a couple others. I have the posse charge up the top, kill some Banes and Biles and stuff like that and engaging. And what else can I do, right? I'm just trying to delay, and if I stay at the back, he can charge me anyway, so... Anyway, we're going on his turn. He's going to be failing some corrosion tests and losing a couple of guys. That's pretty nice. Otherwise, when he starts measuring his control, I'm really worried about him going and trying to dominate the top. Because again, I'm almost down to nothing. When he does his attacks at the top, he's going to just kill the Witch Doctor. So now I have the one model in the zone. He also killed with some magic up there, was able to kill Wrong Eye. So after Wrong Eye killed the witches, now Wrong Eye's gone. So I only have one posse guy up there, so that's horrendous. Now the Banes are going to go, and now this is finally where he's going to have some trouble. One model is out of command, and when he makes his charges, the one model that charges onto the last posse guy is out of command. So that's going to mean I can test the top zone, which is massive. At the bottom, he is going to kill my Swamp Horror, so that's going to teach me for not charging in and spending that focus or fury to make sure that those guys die. But yeah, one beast down. That's actually not too bad, because now I know in the counterattack I can deal with these guys. So first I'm going to Calaban. He needs to kill this guy in the way of my turtle. So he does that. I actually tried doing the bone grinder stuff, and the cool thing here is I actually kill him. He goes over and kills a Scarlock. So getting some pretty good dice there. Put Parasite on the unit. Turtle goes up, and he's going to kill these guys here. One thing you'll notice is that he was like failing every tough test. I think the whole game he made 2 tough tests out of all those guys. So really bad. Otherwise, going up here, killing guys at the top with, the shots and stuff. And all of a sudden, I got 2 points. So, whereas I thought I was in a really bad spot, now he's in a bad spot. He needs to go for assassination. He runs up with his arc node. Turns out it's out of range of the spell. He comes up here then with his Witch Coven, trying to do the spells from the forest. But with my higher defense from that angle, he is not able to pull it up. Then I basically just score on both zones again and win by scenario. So there you go. There's the game. Man, the Calaban tier is interesting, but it still has a lot of work to do. I maybe have to play that one a little bit more to get more from it. Surprised to see how that 2-point bone grinder unit is actually pretty cool for increased range and stuff. But overall, not a game I should have won. If he would have made a little bit more tough tests, if the Banes would have dedicated to one side or the other, they could have really done a lot of damage. I actually think they should have gone to the top, wiped all those guys out, and then he just could have gone over and started dominating, and my slow heavies would have been
in trouble because they've been surrounded by drudges and Kraken killing them and all that stuff. But either way, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you later. Bye.